Café Wha used to be a horse stable back in the day. The downstairs area that we were just in was literally full of horse
No. I mean,
can I curse here?
Yeah, why not?
Full of horse shit.
Hey, I'm Tim Barnes, your host of Concert Chat New York City, the only series that rates and reviews music venues and performances immediately after, from a studio on wheels, a car parked right near the venue. My guest tonight is Alex Halke. She's from New York City and is an award-winning branded content video producer who got her start working at Central Park Summer Stage. We are at Café Wha on the legendary MacDougal Street in the West Village. Its history can't be captured in 10 seconds, but just know this. Since 1959, legends like Bob Dylan and Jimi Hendrix have taken this stage, and the greats are still showing up. Tonight, we're here to see a hootenanny, an art rock lineup of incredible musicians, including Amanda Fama, who will pop up for a quick chat as part of our special segment with the artist.
We are rolling.
We're rolling.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here with my guest, Alex Halke.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is wonderful. We were just at Café Wha.
We were at Café Wha,
Yeah.
historic Café Wha.
Yes. We saw Amanda Fama. And we saw...
Sam Brown.
And we saw...
Lizzie and the Makers.
It was a real hootenanny.
It was a
trifecta.
hootenanny, yeah.
Yes. I've heard so much about this place, so it was really delightful to have this opportunity to go there because I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan.
No way, really?
Yeah, truly. Like,
I mean,
the Jimi Hendrix experience was huge for me. And he started off, before he started the Jimi Hendrix experience in London, he had a band that would perform here. And a lot of the other comics would perform there as well.
Jimi
Jimi
Hendrix is comedy?
No, but the Jimi Hendrix of stand-up.
Okay.
Richard Pryor. And
amazing.
some other, very cancelable comedians like Woody Allen.
Also, am I
Bill
making
Cosby.
up that New Jersey guy himself?
Yeah.
Not Billy Joel.
Not Billy Joel.
Oh, come on.
How much did we drink tonight?
Yeah, right. Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
My God. Okay. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, jail. Music jail for me.
Well, I looked it up, and Café Wha used to be a horse stable back in the day. And then when Manny Roth, who's David Lee Roth's uncle,
No way.
he heard about this great space, heard about this great basement video, and said, this will be where I will have an entertainment cafe.
Okay.
And he called it the Café Wha.
Café
When it was a horse stable, the downstairs area that we were just in was literally full of horse
No. I mean,
Can I curse here?
Yeah, why not?
Full of horse shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't smell like it.
It didn't.
So that's good. After 60 years, they finally got that smell out. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I heard that Café Wha was because of his grandmother.
Yes.
And she would be like, "Wah!" Like, so like it's Café Wha because they're like when she couldn't remember the name of something.
Yeah. And I know that you're very close with Amanda Fama, and
Yes.
it was really nice to meet her. We met her whole family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, not her sister, but yes, almost. We met a cousin. We met her parents.
Yeah. It felt like I was just walked in the middle of a sitcom.
Oh
this
my
whole
God.
time.
I know. Yeah, they are.
That was part of our pre-show
Yes.
experience. And so we got our tickets on Eventbrite.
Yes. So
Smooth
pre-show.
sailing going in, it felt like.
Very smooth sailing. I mean, well, I thought like it would just be like, QR code on the Eventbrite app.
Yeah.
And then he asked me my last name, which luckily is a unique last name, but he didn't seem to find it at first. And he asked me if I got it from like Do Something New NY.
Yeah.
So I think it seems like he had a few lists going on there. I'm not sure, but then the second time he did find our tickets. We got a cool little
sort of like I
highlighter.
can't see it right now, but a highlighter. So I guess they would shine like a black light on it.
Yeah,
And they
which
would
was
see
like
it.
I was like, oh yeah, you can see it now.
Yeah. And then we walked down this not too steep, but a relatively steep downward slope. There's an ominous face.
Yeah.
Sort of like a plastic ghostly white face.
Yeah, I was like, wait, are we going to House of Yes or Café Wha? Yeah, like maybe the whole idea is to feel like, what are we going into? And
Yeah,
that's why they call it
exactly,
Café Wha.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we saw it was like a Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, skeleton, like a bird
Raven
skeleton in a cage.
in a bird cage. Which, like, okay, this is historic. It's that historic that raven has been there since the 60s.
Exactly. That's definitely the vibe. And then we go in, and we had our seats that were from the Eventbrite. But then Amanda's family were like, "Hey,
yes, this is
we're in this
sitcom."
yeah. We've got these cool seats."
Yeah, they got the premium seats. Yeah, so that was the thing. Eventbrite, you could either do general admission or premium, and because it was my first time, I just figured, regular experience, want to try out general admission. So, and also just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
And then, they also warned us when you sit down that you need to do, it's like a 2-item minimum, that's better because I feel like when I've gone to comedy shows, it's usually a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah.
And not everyone drinks. So, I mean, that's kind of nice that you can spend it on food. So the fact that they also had food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the food was great. Let's talk about service.
Yes.
Even though the 2-item minimum is cool, it kind of became a math problem at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we all just were like looking and we're just like, and even our server, I think, was like a little confused.
I got some Lagunitas IPAs.
Yum.
You got some. You got a mocktail at one point.
Yes, I wanted to try out the mocktail because I like experience. Like I'm a flex sober. That's what I tell myself, or I tell my doctor. More importantly. But yeah, so I had an espresso martini because me and Amanda, we love our espresso martini, so it just felt right to get an espresso martini.
Yeah.
So I got an espresso martini, and then I had the virgin peach.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it kind of tasted like a peach Bellini. It was very sweet, but it was delicious. It was very good to cut it with the water. Mm-hmm. And then I joined you on a Corona.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we got fries. I got fries and some chicken tenders. Those fries were good.
Yeah, you said that they tasted like
McDonald's fries. Yeah, it tasted like
they have like an addictive quality.
Yeah, they were good. Like nice, thin, good crisp. Yeah, we love that.
And I got a pulled, almost like a pulled chicken sandwich situation.
Rotisserie chicken.
Rotisserie chicken.
Yeah,
that was very delicious.
Yum.
And those chicken tenders look amazing. I got a bite from someone else who bought some, and they were fantastic.
Nice. You just taking other people's chicken?
No, they offered it. They offered it.
Okay. You didn't
And
take my chicken.
I think you had ordered some barbecue sauce at some point. Like it came with something.
Yeah, I did order barbecue sauce. It came like 20 minutes later, but that's okay. And like in the middle of the performance, which is like awkward.
Yeah.
I feel like the service was great. But then it kind of like was almost interrupting the show for me a little bit, which was like if you kind of like a theater and movie type situation with like Nighthawk.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. I feel like sometimes there was actually one moment, I don't know if you heard it, but the table next to us was asking for ice, and then she was like ice, and then the waiter or server goes ice, baby, starts singing like Vanilla Ice, and I was like, what is happening? Yeah. Just very. Yeah.
You can tell that the people who work there, they vibe well with the actual establishment.
100%.
They stick to their rules.
Yeah.
And as the night went by, I understood why they had those.
They're sticklers to their rules. I get it, but it seemed very, very rule oriented place. Overall, of course, always tip 18%.
Yes. Hey, yeah. I might want to perform at the Café Wha someday. I'm not going to say anything crazy.
No, I'll say it.
All right, so let's talk about the style.
The style
of the venue.
Yes.
Overall, it's a beautiful establishment. I loved that on the stage itself. For the performer, it's always wonderful when you have people to your right, people to your left, people in front of you.
Right.
This, sort of half circle situation.
Yeah.
It's very intimate.
Mm-hmm. But the ceiling was very short. That is a stage that is like meant for me and Sabrina Carpenter, a very short and sweet stage, not meant for the tall.
Yes.
The tall people. I mean, do you think that you would have fit on that stage?
I think that I would have.
Yeah, it just would have been like maybe a few inches of like leeway.
Well, there is something because the first two performers, they were just solo acts with their acoustic guitars, but the makers,
and they were sitting, and
they were
makers,
sitting. They were a full band, and so that's when I really noticed that height situation.
And the girl wearing those boots.
Yeah, wearing these very shimmery boots, but suddenly it was this feeling. Maybe it's just because it was the first time there was a full band inhabiting this space.
Mm-hmm.
I started to get these sort of Chuck E. Cheese flashbacks.
Oh.
Did you get that too?
Okay.
I think there was something about it where I was like, oh, these are kind of like it kind of had like this is not me commenting on the band.
No, yeah.
Something about the optics of it was just like the staging. It just felt like, oh, this is like some robots.
Well, I think that maybe there's just like a kid kind of like feel to it because it was so small.
Yeah.
But-
And then so right in front of the stage there are these tables that are kind of like lunch tables.
Yeah, it was very rectangular. I
Yes.
think when I thought of Café Wha, like I imagined like small round table, very
Yeah.
artsy, like West Village, and like tiny little tables with
Yeah.
like a light at them. But then it was very square. All of the tables were square, and you were even saying like it's so interesting that like basically these like lunch tables, or picnic tables almost, you have to like be turned completely the other way. Like I feel like my neck would be like hurting at the end of the night to be staring at these performers.
Yeah, because if you're going to focus on your food, you won't be looking at the performers, and you have to
Right.
kind of like turn up to stare at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. At one point
Oh,
during the
God.
performance, I reached up, I wanted to get a napkin, and then I accidentally tapped the bottom of this light, not knowing that
She was
it would-
sensitive.
Yeah. The light got brighter all
Oh
of a
God,
sudden.
yeah, it's so scary. And we're like, it's the middle of the performance, and we're like shutting it off, like trying to hit it again because it was sensitive, and it wasn't. And then the waiter came over like immediately too to like help out, and then eventually we just turned it off, which was good. But a scary moment there for a second.
That feels like a good segue into talking about the performance itself.
Yeah.
Beautiful performances from everybody.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. Very kind of different artists, but I really loved how it came together. Obviously, Amanda, I have like, I've seen her perform many times, but I will say that was one of the, like her top performances for me.
Oh, amazing.
Like this, I think the sound really, there was speakers all around. It sounded great. She sounded great. The guitar levels with her voice were like amazing.
Yeah.
I think the second artist too was amazing. She had like such an interesting sound. Like I think she like had the song that sounded like Pave Paradise and like Joni Mitchell and like Maggie Rogers.
And it sounded like she is a part of various bands. I couldn't like the way that she was describing everything. Oh, this is being recorded with me in this group, but it seems like she's also a solo act.
Yeah.
And she mentioned that in Café Wha tradition, she was singing mostly new songs.
Yes.
A few of
She
them that
Bob
recorded-
Dylan did this, so I'm not going to do any cover. And I was like, I love that girl.
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
and a few of the songs seem like they were invented within the last 24 hours, and they all sounded phenomenal.
I know. Yeah, you wouldn't know that like she had just created that song.
I know.
Like what? Like,
And she had
amazing.
this beautiful, soulful range. I had this feeling of like, I need to see you perform as this white woman. I need to see you perform in front
She
of like
really did have
like,
soul. I think
yeah,
I nudged you at one point. I was like, okay.
I really feel like her career will skyrocket if she
Yeah.
just like performs at black clubs
Yeah.
for like a month straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get her up at Sylvana's. Yeah. Like, let's get her at Shrine. Come on. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, yeah, she had a beautiful, soulful voice and also like just such range too.
Yeah.
And then the second band, the guitarist was slamming.
Yes.
He was such a good guitarist.
And I love the bass. I love all bass players,
I
but this
love
guy,
bass.
he was so casual with it all.
I know.
He's doing some really amazing nuanced stuff, but
Most casual guy I've seen wearing a fedora. Like fedora wearing guys usually are not casual, but like
Yeah.
this bass guy, he was like, and they didn't do like the guitar face. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
none of that. He was just like chilling.
But I feel like I was kind of coaxed into this beautiful, very personal, intimate songs, and then with the band, the lyrical style was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It was very abstract.
Yeah.
And so this is no judgment on the band itself. It was just like it kind of clashed for me with the tone that was established.
Well, no, I think it was very interesting where the first two artists really gave you context about the songs of what they were about, and then the final act, Lizzie, like didn't give as many like insights to the song. Like she was like afterwards, she's like, oh yeah, like I'll tell you about like what. And also like half the time it was like, oh, it's an episode of Rick and Morty that was inspired our Twin
and
Peaks.
the lyrics are just sort of like vague and trippy. So it was like very different.
Yeah,
That's all.
I just jammed, you know?
Yeah.
It was like jamming with the band more than like actually connecting maybe necessarily with the artist, but it was wonderful, you know?
That'd be funny if after this very abstract song, she's like, that song's about death.
Oh, the Raven. It's like, okay, fine. Edgar Allan Poe, here we go.
It feels like it would be really cool to get an artist POV on performing at Café Wha. Do you think we could get
Yeah,
Amanda
Do
Fama?
you want me to text her right now?
Yeah, that'd be
I'm
awesome.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
DIY.
I like it.
Yes. I'm slightly losing my voice. Yet.
Honestly, same.
I'm excited. Well, it's more justified for you as someone who performed. It was a lovely performance.
Thank you so
Amanda
much.
Fama.
Yes.
I was told that it rhymes
Yeah.
with mama.
It does, or
And I was-
llama,
or llama, yeah.
you know.
And I was lucky enough to meet
Yeah, the Mama
Fama. That's, yeah.
Yes,
Is that
you
something you
did.
say a lot, Mama Fama?
Oh yeah, all the time. They've been watching me perform since I was like 12, so it's
Wow.
like been a really long time of supporting and listening. And even if I'm on stage and I make a mistake, I look directly at them because I'm like they know.
Well, speaking of, I mean, your first record came out in 2013, is that
Oh my
correct?
gosh, yeah, you're right.
How old were you in 2013?
Oh God, how old was I? 20, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, knowing that you started, the
Yeah.
age 17 came up. You
Yes,
started doing
yes.
something at age 17.
Yeah, so I started playing in New York City around 17.
Okay.
So I was like bitter end area.
And there's a lot of songs that you have about
Yeah.
breakups.
Oh God, yeah.
And I'm just like, what was going on?
I just always written about heartbreak. I mean, maybe one day I'll write a happy song, but right now it's like, well, I'm feeling sad. I'm gonna write a song about it.
Are you over me? Don't know, but it hurts waiting for you. So I'll cheers to what we had. And maybe I'll meet someone new right at this bar where I met you. But right now I'll stay sad while I'm day drinking about you. Just
I cannot get the song Day Drinking Without You out of my
Thank
head.
you.
It's a beautiful
Yay,
song.
thank you so
So
much.
beautiful that clearly I cried, and that's why I lost my voice. But
Thank you.
It's
Thank you so much. I don't want you to cry.
oh no, but it's
but
amazing.
Thank you.
And I like the funny thing about your career is that you had a song that was on a Cartoon Network show,
Yeah.
Gumball,
Yes.
which I'm afraid to think about how old that show is because it still feels so new to me.
Yeah.
But it's wild that it's been like 10 years.
It's crazy. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that feel like when that happened?
It was awesome. It's funny because I was signed to like a non-exclusive publishing company at the time, so they didn't have to tell me every single time a song got placed. So one of my best friends, she was at a hotel. She was on a trip, and she was just like scrolling through the channels, and she came across Cartoon Network, and my song was playing, and she called me, and she's like, "Amanda, your song's on Cartoon Network," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had no idea. So and then I was like, "Oh, check the BMI report," and it was there, and then all of a sudden had a lot of fans from the Amazing World of Gumball. So that was awesome. It was really fun.
I've been doing stand-up for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
And there is something where I have to relearn
Yeah.
how to enjoy a joke that I wrote.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
basically in college.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to do that with songs as well?
Yes. So, especially with the older songs, like that song in particular, since it's so old, it's hard for me to kind of think about how to connect to it again right now. So, tonight was like a full circle moment because I was like, oh, I'm back, really where I started playing music when I was 17, and I'm going to play this song that I wrote when I was like 18, and I recorded that when I was like 20. So, yeah.
Do you ever get the boys mixed up that you're singing about? There's so many boys.
No. No, it's funny because one song about one person can eventually relate to another person.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like,
So they become some sort of conglomerate
yeah.
of a megazord of awful men.
I wouldn't say awful. No, there are a lot of times I write songs about just like one thing that inspires me somebody does, and then I'll like write a whole song around it. And sometimes it's like based on a true story, and sometimes like I wrote this song called Unmeet You, and that one was inspired by like an Instagram post that I saw. And I was like, what can I write about? And it's like I kind of like made a storyline up to align with that. So not every single one of them is about like somebody in particular.
Got it.
Sometimes they're about like an idea.
What does Café Wha mean to you?
Oh gosh, I feel like Café Wha has always been a place that I'm like, oh, I want to play there someday. You know what I mean? Even dating back to when I was like 17 or 18, walking around Bleecker Street, and then, seeing Café Wha in movies, and knowing Café Wha's history with songwriters and Bob Dylan, and I'm like, man, I want to play there someday. And so this was a really, really fun, special night.
How often have you been inside of Café Wha before tonight?
This is my second time.
Second time, okay.
Yeah. I think the first time I just was like with my friends, and we came to, I think one of the house band was playing
Okay.
a long time ago. So
Nice.
it
was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be. It was cool to be on the stage.
Did you feel the spirit of Bob Dylan, Jimi Hendrix?
Always.
But I love the storytelling that happens in between.
Thank you.
The music.
Thank you. It's so funny that you say that because this whole week I've just been practicing in my apartment by myself to my cat. But I've been practicing the songs and I've also been practicing the talking in between the songs. So it's kind of like talking to myself in my apartment in between songs. And
it's impressive when you're playing the instrument while you're just talking.
Oh, thank you.
Imagine you have the muscle memory of singing with the tune.
Yeah.
But just talking, that sounds so
Thank you.
scary to me. I wouldn't be able to do that.
No, it's funny. I mean, I'm not good at talking without a guitar in my hand. So if I'm like in front of an audience and I can't really talk without an instrument.
So when you go to parties, you bring your emotional support guitar.
I wish. I'm just the awkward girl there always. So
Playing an
it's like,
invisible guitar to say it's a small talk.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nice.
Exactly.
As like an artist.
Yes.
What was there a green room or anything that you can give us an insight to?
Yeah, there was a green room. It was really cool. It was stocked with some drinks, like some LaCroix and water and soda. There were couches. It was nice and cold in there, which is a good thing for me because I get really hot really easily. So it was very comfortable, and it was fun to hang out with all the musicians that were there.
Awesome.
And yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me
Thank
on
you.
Concert Chat NYC.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I think that's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we'll talk about Sonics. I'm not talking about the restaurant.
Nope.
I'm not talking about the animated character or video game. I'm talking about the things that come out of the instrument, project through the speakers, and enter our ears. For instance, the sonics of my voice right now sounds quite rusty because, I just screamed my heart out at this concert.
This introvert was like,
I was like,
going for it, super into it. That almost sounded like the Ring, the girl from the Ring. Should I get out of this car right now? Jeez.
The sonics are perfect.
The songs were perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no, honestly, the speakers, there was like surround sound, but also what was great is that I get sometimes sensitive with my hearing, but like not at one point did I feel like it was too loud. I felt like it was the perfect like volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just sounded amazing. Like the guitar levels, the vocal levels, all of the instruments, just like it's seamless. And it was like, yeah, we might have been near a song. I'd be curious to see like how it was
from
on
other
the sides,
angles.
like from the general admission. But like even from when I was like going over, it sounded fine to me. So
yeah, beautiful
yeah,
stuff.
great.
Café Wha, beautiful sound.
Beautiful sound.
What led us right here, right now, talking about it all? It's the post-show experience. Post-show is actually, maybe we should have covered this earlier, but is when I went into the bathroom.
Right.
How did you feel about the bathroom?
The bathroom, that was interesting. So there was only 2 stalls for the women. So that was like, luckily I got in at the right time. There wasn't a wait. But there was a weird thing where there was a ramp to the women's restroom, but there wasn't to the men's. And so I almost tripped on my way in. Like I tripped into the bathroom. But I will say for a New York City bathroom and venue, clean. So that's all we really can ask for. There were some mirrors. Actually, one of the things that was weird, there was a mirror in front of the sinks and behind, so you can like have a little trippy thing. But then there was a mirror on the door, but not, it was like only like waist down. So like you could see like full length mirror, but like it's like, vertical, but like only from my tits. Like, so it's just like tits down. You can just do a check, but you can't see your face. You have to look in the sink mirror for that. So
for the men's room, I will say that the odd thing is that there's 1 stall, 2 urinals. Once you walk in, the 2 urinals are the first thing you see on the left.
Oh.
So I was kind of afraid I decided to just go in and wash my hands.
Yeah.
Because there was someone at the second urinal. But if I were in the first urinal, like anyone who walks in, I'm the
Could
first.
just see. Oh, yeah.
So it was urinal, sink.
And there's like a whole, like, with guys, like there's a whole urinal.
Politics.
Yes. Yeah. Like you have to be like very precision. Like ladies, I don't know if we know about this, but like there is certain, if there's like this urinal, right?
Yeah.
You don't go to this urinal. You have to go one over.
But there's only 2 urinals.
But there was only 2, and that was,
quite close to each other.
Yeah. And you don't want to awkwardly wait behind the guy. For
Yeah.
him to, like,
And it's right next to the merch station. So anyone who opens it could see me, someone buying, an innocent bystander buying a shirt.
We didn't buy a ticket to that show.
Yeah.
So like,
That's a wrap on this episode of Concert Chat, a ticket holder tell-all from VEMORii, the only platform devoted to gig tripping and concert culture made for fans who go the distance. If you love traveling for concerts as much as we do, then subscribe and follow the VEMORii YouTube channel so you never miss a Concert Chat episode. Planning your next gig trip? Go to VEMORii.live. That's VEMORii.live for music venue reviews, hotel recommendations, and insider tips. Concert Chat is created and edited by Kyle Lamont, and this episode was produced by Alex Halke. Our driver and PA is Julie Namack, with a big shout out to Mark Tuckashan for his exquisite art direction and unwavering support.
Thank you, Alex. This was such a good chat.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm Tim Barnes, your host. Thanks for pushing play, and I'll see you out there.